Hi, I have a get ready with me using Morphe 350 palettes. If you're interested, just keep on watching. First, I start off by using this e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I go in and I hydrate and prime my entire face. Once I do that, I go and I prime my eyelids with my Black Radiance Eyelid Primer. After I prime my eyelids, I go in with some L.A.Colors setting powder. It's more of a banana color or maybe a little darker instead of a white translucent powder, and I prefer that color. After I'm done, I go in using my transition color in the palette, and it's like a medium brown color. I go ahead on and I apply this to both of my lids, and I continue to blend till I get the shade that I would like. After I do that, I go in with the next color, which is like a lighter brown. I add, as you can see right here, I add that to my lids as well, right under the transition color to give it a deeper look. As I continue to blend this, you can see that the color is getting a little deeper, and that's the look that I was looking for on my transition lid, my transition. I'm sorry, as my transition color. I do both lids, and I continue to blend till I get the desired look that I will like. Coming up, I'm going to use a different brush as well as a different color. This is more of like an orange red color, and I'm using this because it's also a fall color, and I like that. And because we're in the fall, I wanted to use a color that would look good as a fall color, so I chose this orange red color. And I'm going to do both lids, and then I'm going to go in with a more of an orange and blend that as well. I continue to blend till I get the look that I want. And as you can see here, it's really getting a little deeper, and that's what I was going for. Now I'm going with an orange, as I said before, and I'm going to add this to the corner of my eyelid as well as the crease, and I'm going to give it like sort of a halo effect. And as you can see here, the color is getting deeper as well. I continue to blend, as they say, blend for your life. I continue to blend. Next, I'm going in with, I want to say it's like it's more of a gold, but it's more of like a copper kind of gold. I actually use this to make sort of a cut crease. And as you can see right here, that's exactly what it's doing. But I didn't blend to make it obvious. Well, I didn't leave it to make it obvious. I blended it a little bit more so it would show less. But I actually used this color because of the color that I'm going to use on my entire lid at the bottom part. So I used this just to give it that smooth transition from the dark red and orange into the color that I'm going to be using next on my eyelid. Now as I continue to blend, I'm about to, I pick up a different brush. It's more of a flat tapered brush, and I use this because it's, to me it'll apply better than using a blending brush. So I use this and I apply it to both of my eyelids. I'm going to also go in a few with, I'm going to spray the brush with some setting spray, and I do this to give the look a depthness that it doesn't have right now, to make it deeper, to make it stay on as well. And you can see that once I blend it in, it's going to be very pretty. As you can see here, the color is very vibrant, and that's what I was looking for. Now that I'm just about finished adding this silvery gold to my eyelid, I see that it is exactly the color that I want, and I'm very satisfied with this color. It's also in the Morphe palette. I did not stray from this palette. This was the only eyeshadow palette that I used to create the look that I did. Next, I go in with some liner, and instead of using the liquid liner to create my wing, I go in with a brush and some, I guess this would be called, it would be called eyeliner, but it's more of the kind you use with a pencil. I can't think of the name right offhand what it would be called. I know Anastasia has some. A lot of companies have them, but I actually purchased this off of wish.com for $1, and I love the way it looks. And I chose that because it's easier to do this instead of the liquid liner. I just feel that my hand isn't as steady as I would like. So when I use the brush and I use this liquid, this I guess it's more like a paste of some sort. When I use this, I achieve the look, the wing better when I use this. So I go to my next eye and I do the same thing that I did on the previous eye. And as you can see, I'm still learning to do the wing. I'm still trying to perfect it, but I think that it came off fairly well. It could be better, of course, but I like it. Next, I use this Mega Protein mascara. I believe it's from Wet n Wild, and if it is, I purchased this from Walmart, and I want to say it was $1.99 or $2.99, $1.99 maybe, or either 99 cents or $1.99. It was one of those two. It was fairly inexpensive, and I didn't use any falsies, and that's because the ones that I do have, they're kind of big, and I wasn't going for that look. Okay, I go in and I prime my face. With not prime, I use some concealer on my face before I apply my foundation. And I did this because I noticed that I have a lot of dark spots on my face. And once I spray the beauty blender with water, I just go ahead on and I blend out the concealer to give my face more of a brighter look, but also it's more to cover up those dark spots. And I noticed that when I do this prior to putting on my foundation, that it covers better and it makes my makeup look a little bit better. So I did this. I applied the concealer before the foundation. Now I'm going in with my Covergirl Queen Collection in Honey, I believe is the color. I apply this all over my face with a makeup brush, and I use a makeup brush to initially to put on my foundation, and then I go in with a beauty blender. I just find that that works better for me than just putting it on then using a beauty blender. I find that using a brush first then a beauty blender works better for me. I know every person does it differently, but this is how I choose to do it. Now I go in with a different foundation, and I believe this is the Maybelline Fit Me, the Dewy+Smooth kind. And I'm going to go ahead on and look for the exact name of these so I can tell you exactly what it is. The first one is the Covergirl Queen Collection in Golden Honey, and the second one is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Dewy and Smooth, and the color is in Mocha. Now I'm blending it all in. After I put it on with the brush, I'm blending it all with my beauty blender. Once I blended it fairly well, I go in with some more concealer under my eyes, on my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my chin. And I do this twice, using the concealer twice, because like I said, it hides the dark circles better and the dark patches on my skin, and it also gives a brighter look, and that's what highlighting is for, is to give a brighter look. As you can see, I didn't show the blending process because I showed it prior. So what I do is I start at the end of the blending and I go into putting on my setting powder. It's the LA Girl setting powder. I can't think of the exact name of it, and I actually don't think I have a name for it. I just think it's in the color Natural. Yeah, that's it. It's L.A.Colors loose powder in the color Natural. And I purchased this from Family Dollar, and I want to say it was maybe $3, something like that. Now I'm contouring my nose, and the contour palette I actually purchased from Wish.com, and Wish is an awesome site. They have so many awesome things. A lot, which is $1. I mean, makeup, brushes, jewelry, like watches, rings of, costume jewelry, things of that sort. So if you've never heard of it, you should go ahead on and try it out. I'll leave a link for you down in the description box so you can go ahead on and check it out. Like I said, it's wish.com. So if you're interested in checking them out, go ahead on. You'll be happy that you did. I've never had a bad experience, and I've ordered from them, I can say at least 5 or 6 times, maybe even more. And I've gotten every product that I've ever ordered. So now that I've added my contour on my face, I'm blending out my nose some more. I'm adding some more finishing powder, and I'm doing that just to brighten up a little bit more. I continue to contour my nose and bring the contour down a bit so that it gives it a uniform look. I'm setting the powder even more. Now I'm going to brush it out so that it doesn't have that overshadow, that overcast, that white look. And even though it's in the color Natural, it still can give that look, especially after, especially taking pictures. Now that I'm done wiping off the finishing powder, I go in now with my finishing powder, and it's from Ruby Kisses, the mineral. I think it's mineral powder. I'll tell you, it's Ruby Kiss mineral powder, fragrance-free, talc-free, hypoallergenic, and it doesn't have a color. At least I don't see one. Yeah, the color is cognac, however you pronounce it. I do that, and you can see how it leaves my face more blended after I use it. I go in with the Missy Lynn palette, and she's another YouTuber that I really do like. She has a channel called Missy Lynn, and Missy Lynn Says. Lastly, I apply a lip liner, and it's a wood lip liner pencil in the number 22 that I purchased in a set of 12 different colors from Wish.com for $1. And next I go in with a lipstick called Femme Lipstick Clean Color number 12 Burnt Sugar. And lastly, I go in with a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lippie in the name LAX. I finish off by showing you how easy it is to comb out and maintain my natural hair. I didn't put any products because it was nighttime and I was going to bed, but I just showed you how easy it was to comb it out, as well as the texture of my hair. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you do like this look. If you would like to see a look with any of the other colors, be sure to leave a comment below. Thank you once again for tuning in. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to do so. I love you all with the love of Christ, and thank you so much. You have a blessed evening, and until then, I'll see you in my next video.